Mike test. Mike test. Let me go ahead and choose English real quick. Yeah. Oh, this is subtitles? Korean. Have you ever played the stand? No. Um, barely visible? Okay. Like right here. Please enter the current time. I don't know. What time? I gotta put like an actual time. It's 7:09. I'm trying to wait for it to hit. Oh, wait. Wait on. Let it hit 7:10. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Low key, I have no idea what this game is about. I forgot, but I know the narrator just talks like the entire game. That's like the only thing I know. The end is never? Oh.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Who the is
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Loser.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
What a loser.
Never in all his years at the company had
456!
This
Oh, dang. I wonder if he played those games before. Did he play this game before? Wait a minute. 456, he's everywhere. Okay. Okay,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I just go right? I mean, let's just go left. Interesting.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yeah, this is how I remember the game. It was just like... It was just...
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
You know what? Nah.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Something tells me the game can, like, alternate itself. This is kind of
Coming
how...
to a staircase,
Yo. I'm not gonna let that just happen. This is kind of how I remember the game. Just the narrator talking. And as I make a choice whether to follow it or not. I think that's how I remember this game back at, what, when did this game release? I almost said 2014. I don't know.
He walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs. Bro.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845, hold on. 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, bro, what the... Boss. Ah, heck no. Is this a horror game? Bro, what did I download? Interesting.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Whoa. Let's not go there. Uh-oh. Ooh, buttons.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
How much is this electric bill? This electric bill gotta be skyrocket.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Crazy.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Once and for all and be a good guy. Huh, system power. Okay. But
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. Okay. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And my dog is breathing intensely loud. Oh, I got a trophy. Beat the game. That's it? I beat the game. What the freak? What now? I literally just got the trophy for beating the game. Are we for real right now?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, now we start doing the complete opposite of what he says.
He entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. How about now?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Rude. Do not jump from the cargo. Oh. Oh, this is
Look,
scary.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Whoa.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Oh, my bad. What? Oh. Oh, this is her room?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Hey, let me get your bread.
Right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What the? Whoa.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
You're not funny.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, I'm dead.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Huh? Spend time with the boys?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
What?
And Stanley pushed a button.
Rude.
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. Why did it do that? Oh. Interesting. What? Oh. So we reset it again. Now what am I doing?
All of his co-workers were gone.
It reset
What could it mean? Following directions. It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Now let me try this.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Dang. That made my heart jump for a second. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. Huh? That's fourth wall breaking. Click on door 435 times. 430? Ain't that my door?
All of his co-workers were
430.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing...
Oh, I'm clicking.
...for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes.
Are you?
Almost certainly 50 clicks. No. I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
20 clicks on 417? Where is that door? 417. Can somebody remember that? 417. No. 417. Oh.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437? Ain't that back here? 437, 437. Nope. Oh.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415? God dang, man. Block this guy. 415. I don't even know where that door is.
Now, back to door number 437.
I hate you, dude. Like, I low-key don't like this guy. What did he say? 437? I hate this guy already, dude.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The copy machine.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I'm killing him.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Yo, we doing too much. 419's desk. Oh my god, we gotta go further back. 419's desk? I don't even know where...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his...
You piece of... I really gotta do this all over again, bro. I swear to God, I actually gotta do all that all over, bro.
How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I'm really feeling it now.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Yo, I do not like him.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Do that one again! Why are you yelling like that, bro?
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
I actually got the trophy. Bro, he just gooned everywhere, bro. Ain't no way.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door
Like,
that
what's
read
over
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh. That's not working. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. Well, I don't even see it. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh. Oh, I'm still falling? What? I'm alive? What the?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Are we for real?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Ooh. What? Huh?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Interesting. So wait, is the game going to like restart?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game.
Huh?
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your own.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's... Just hit me with a fourth wall break? Turn off your PlayStation? No! I'm not doing that.
True choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Oh! Dang. I thought it was gonna freeze it. Oh, I was about to say, what is going on? Low key, what just happened? Turn off your PlayStation? Yo, that's spooking me right now. What? I think I needed to get off my game. I think I'm hacked. Hold on. Okay, there's nothing wrong with my PlayStation at all.
Soft wind blew out. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Stanley stepped into the broom
What
closet,
if I just
but
stay
there
in
was
here?
nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nah, you know what? I'm gonna sit in here. So what would happen if I just sit right on in here? I'm gonna be on my phone.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No
I'll go-
reason to still be here.
I'll go mute real quick. I'll just see what happens.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley
Man.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh man, this is rated T. Can he say that?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen.
Oh.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
What is
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Now if I can just...
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I can't pick that up. Bruh.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive
Economy. Why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers were mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange, this can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream! Ah, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he'd still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain beyond a doubt that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. He's walking by himself right now. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
He is not.
Stanley began screaming.
Bro, what?
Please, someone,
What
wake me
the-
up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please,
Oh,
just
what-
someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I?
What
Who
is
am
going
I?
on?
And everything went black.
Oh my. But now what?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Huh?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
So there's another ending where you could just... I
But
think.
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What just happened? Oh. You wondering? Oh, even the narrator doesn't know. Wait, hold on. Let me turn him up. Hold on. This just got interesting.
Stanley.
Shut up.
Left. Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Whoa.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick,
Oh.
Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh. Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this
No.
time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
Can we? Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh. Was it because I was touching the computers in the other room? Alright. Let's explore. Yippee-ki-yay.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No,
Well,
chill
I find it
out.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Bro, I don't like you, bro. Why would he do that? He about to make the
All
game
of his
worse.
co-workers were gone.
So
What
I'm
could
on a
it
route
mean?
right now. I'm on a
Stanley
route to a
decided to
different
go to the
ending.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So right now I'm on a different route to an ending right now. This is weird. Oh my god.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Go back?
Aha!
Oh.
I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
And we're...
No, wait, never
Yep,
mind. Not the
we're good.
story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh. What?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
I don't either.
can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since
and we're
I've
good.
completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Yay! I
I know you put in
win!
a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
Let's go!
good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
What?
Okay?
Yes, it
I'm
was.
getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Let's not. Oh, you're cooked. You cooked the game.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
What if I just... Oh, okay. Yeah, let's follow the line. Let's follow the line, guys. Woo!
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
What? Oh, man, you boring. Well, let's follow the line, I guess.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Bro.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of
This
this
is a
office,
lot of.
is this office in
Okay, bro.
fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
What is he talking about?
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Yeah.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Let's not. Yeah. Nah, that's it. Yo. Alright, bro. Like, that is not what we finna play, bro.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
The what?
Stanley,
This?
this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You
Oh,
won't
dude.
want to miss anything. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh,
And we're back
no,
here.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Uh-oh.
You know what, Stanley?
What?
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ooh, I don't like this.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
And we're in the
What do you want our
circle.
story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
Whoa.
I'm ready for it.
Alright. Just making sure.
Oh, no, not you again.
Hey, the
Stanley,
line!
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Shout out to the line. Oh.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From
Yeah.
here, the story is in our
Ow,
control.
here.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay.
We did
So
it.
I know that
Each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with that counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. What if I just keep spinning? He's not gonna say no about this? All of that?
Alright, bro.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The
Oh.
confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
That's crazy.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me?
Have I really been playing
Why
this for
don't I
18
get to
minutes?
decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped.
Oh.
Does
we're
that
dead.
mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you
Oh,
had simply missed a memo.
we're cooked. New content. Sure.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Oh, we're cooked. This game is broken.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013,
Ah,
on
2013.
home computers.
Hey, I said
After receiving
2012.
critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Okay. Nice of them.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Interesting.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Is
Yeah,
it broken?
that's what
What's
I thought.
going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Or, oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Oh,
All right, let's see. It's
the jump circle.
the jump circle.
Oh shoot. Piece of garbage. I hate you.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it.
Wow.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality
Ooh,
assurance
that's actually one of
department
them.
signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Whoa.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
I don't think we're supposed to do that.
No frills, no gimmicks.
Don't.
Just you and me having a great time together like
No,
always.
don't do
What
it.
do you say, friend?
No. Oh, we're done. Yeah. We're cooked. I can't jump.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
I don't like where this is going.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
What the?
Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Bro.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port?
Alright,
Remember
bro.
back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
No.
Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Dang.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many
Are we
games that aspire to be
do not
more
read
than
me all
games
that.
end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Uh-huh.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always... What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this.
the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth,
I low-key
until
don't wanna skip.
inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah
Is
blah
he
blah
repeating?
blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't
Oh,
be
he's
just yet.
repeating.
No.
So I gotta like.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
God
It's
dang.
not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Oh.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Oh.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my
Oh,
God, there's no
hours.
way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and
Button?
if you keep pressing... Oh, Stanley,
Oh my God.
you're back. Oh,
What is
my
happening?
goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Oh, wait.
Or 2 weeks. I've
Oh.
been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path.
Oh.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've
I'm gonna let
had
this one
so
talk.
much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
A
Have you ever sat down
year.
in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and...
Alright, I'm getting bored. Oh. I can hear my mom watching Squid Game right now. So nothing's happening right now? What the? That got annoying.
But they didn't understand the game was
Oh, Jesus, that's really loud. Hold on.
never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world, as though there were no consequences for a lack of
No. Oh. I'm just gonna keep skipping until something happens. Because low-key, I feel like it's just a never-endless loop.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
That's a roof leaking. So, am I really just gonna sit here and wait till it floods up? Oh, dang! What happened here? It was because of that roof was leaking. Jesus Christ. What's next? The building goes away? Okay, bro. I mean... Ugh, you can hear the flying here. Oh, that's what's happening. I know exactly. Yep. This place has became so old, now the root is starting to grow in here. Oh, never mind. Screw the root, I guess. I seriously cannot see now. Uh-oh. Oh, what the? Whoa. Okay. Looks a little sideways. Oh. I've been here for this long? Oh, humanity is gone. Oh, I can't skip anymore. Well, time to... Yep, humanity is wiped.
So, I went so fast forward in time, humans went extinct. Where did it go?
Oh. What just happened? Dang. What ending was that?
All this time? There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Whoa.
Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
See, I want to see what happens if I did and I didn't. I wish there was a way to, like, save. Let's go through the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Are we for real?
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for?
What are we doing? I don't like the... Where am I, bro?
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Well, I don't.
No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
Whoa. Okay. Now that's cool. That's it? That's all they're gonna show me? Nah, that's cool. Okay. Alright, it's time to leave though.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Oh wait, this is one of the things I seen. I seen this one. I seen this one from a clip.
No, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I remember.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I remember this from a clip. I think you fall like 3 times.
No!
Oh!
Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room? No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
What if I just like walk down? Whoa!
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Now, you know what else I really want? I want some of this.
Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Bella Delphine's OnlyFans is free. Whee! Oh.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Nah.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No, it's not that. I just want to test out this ending. Oh wait, I'm not
Maybe
dead?
you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
Oh, I walk
I just
slower.
wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Dang.
Well, this one is yours.
Wait. I kind of feel bad for him. I low-key feel bad for him now.
Is it over?
Ooh.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Dang. That was cool. Nah.
Perhaps
What?
you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, red. Okay. Oh.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Aw.
Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
What
I haven't
the?
even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
What if I just don't walk in there? Oh, we broke the game. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Well, judged on this map, this does seem like game of the year. So, like, we're gonna have to go with 5.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Leaderboard?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Alright, not fan with the doors, so we're gonna have to give it a 4.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Cool.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Please don't. Oh my god. Man, this guy, dude.
In this game,
What the
the baby
hell?
crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game. All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
What the fuck am I playing? Wait, 4 hours? I'm not gonna sit here for 4 hours. I hope the narrator knows that.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over.
What?
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here?
Are you going through my list right? Are you going through my games right now?
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
My game choice. Is this Fierce to Fathom?
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
Bro, I'm playing Fierce to Fathom.
What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Huh? Whoa! I'm sorry. Is this rated teen?
That must be.
This is rated teen. I like this.
What a fascinating venture into the experience.
Is this for like the mid-20s,
So
bro?
far, I love everything about this game, Stanley.
Oh, he's a
And it
pedophile.
seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
And then we're just gonna play the whatchamacallit sound. I hate when people draw this, dude. Like, what does that even mean? Can I zoom in? Like, I don't like this drawing. Like, I gave up on this a long time ago. They drawing it everywhere. Bro, this is fierce to fathom. Bro, it even got the exhaust pipes. It even got those things right there. Bro, this is the Iron Bark. The freaking one with the KKK. Bro, I'm literally playing Fierce to Fathom.
No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
I don't get this. I'm about ready to cut. They put me in Fierce to Fathom and Rocket League.
Wonderful. See this?
Oh, my mic. Hold on. Let's see. Can I do the thing? I can't do the thing. All right, bro.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yeah, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm running. Oh, I'm running now. Hey, Rocket League. You know, I used to be the king of Rocket. Oh no, is it gonna explode? What? The fuck?
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
Please stop. Oh my god. Yeah, I used to be the king of Rocket League, you know. I used to fate like FaZe Jarvis, you know, back in like 2016 in the World Tournament Evo. I actually won Evo.
Enjoying your stand. Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my... Hold on. What are you doing?
Took my fun, I'm leaving. Oh god.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You
Yo, this game is all over the place. This game is... Oh, so I don't got him with me this time? Oh boy. Oh, I low-key couldn't see... Oh. Izzy, why are you growing back there? Oh god. Well, this is this game is low-key all over the place. Oh. Can I mess with this? No. Bro, where do I go? Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Oh. Why did you... What ending was that? Well, that's gonna put the end to this video. Yeah, I've been recording this for about a legitimate day. It's like somewhat in a day. I've been recording it since the recording took a nap. I literally booted my game up on the next day with that button. Cause like I wanted to go watch Squid Game. And this game was like never ending. So I've done everything. I wanted to do. I got to play Rocket League. Crazy. I don't even know what to name the title for this video, but if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.
Got a short temper of mine, that's why I'm not so fine. I can't really be mine, because when I'm online, you blasting music, I'm counting 10 to 9. If you sit on that table and just drink some wine. Monster, you get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. I'm no return today, but a night to a monster. When the moon shines like ice road trucker, I look like a villain out of I have a short temper of mine, that's why I'm not so fine. I can't really be mine, because when I'm online, you blasting music, I'm counting 10 to 9. If you sit on that table and just drink some wine. Monster, you get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. I'm no return today, but a night to a monster. When the moon shines like ice road trucker, I look like a villain out of those blockbusters.